Hey guys, Dollar here. I spent a long time trying to find a good quality keyboard with Cherry MX brown switches and Rgb lighting, but everything that I looked at was over $150. Then a friend recommended the Logitech G213 Prodigy, and while it doesn't fill all of those criteria, it does get very close. This review will be divided into three parts: hardware quality, features, and software. First off is hardware quality. What you get is the typical high quality product as you would expect from Logitech. The keyboard deck is made of a hard matte plastic that looks rather good, although dust does stand out on it. There's little to no flex on the keyboard. A rather long braided USB cable hangs out the back, offset to the right of the board. The keys are very well made with a large character to let the Rgb lighting through, but they do have a large amount of wobble that some people may find uncomfortable to type on. And they do hold on to dirt and grime, so I wouldn't recommend using this keyboard in a dusty room such as mine. Then we get to typing. The G213 features some of Logitech's mechanical switches. These are rubber dome switches that are designed to feel, and do feel like for that matter, Cherry MX browns. They have a rather long travel distance with a satisfying tactile bump just before you reach the activation point. Pressing the keys down slowly does reveal some of the mushiness you'd expect from a membrane keyboard, with it being possible to press a key multiple times without actually lifting them up past the bump. But this is a compromise I don't think too many people will care about on a $50 board. There's also a non-removable palm rest that can also get quite grimy, and for my typing style at least, this isn't really high enough for my palms to actually reach down to, so it does seem a little pointless. Having it be removable would greatly improve it. Now for features. You get all the typical things on this gaming oriented keyboard. Logitech added one of their game mode buttons that basically disables set keys to prevent accidental pressing. There's a full-size numpad on the right with media controls above it. You've got the standard pause, play, stop, next and previous. Above this again are the volume keys. A nice rocker style button for up and down volume with a mute button next to it. Now for the real star of the show, the Rgb lighting. This being a cheap board, you aren't getting per key lighting. Instead, the keyboard is divided into 5 sections. One for the numpad, one for the arrow keys and things like page up and down, and 3 sections that cover the main board. The lighting is very saturated and shines through the black keys nicely, but then they don't get that bright at all. You're only just going to be able to make out the colours with sunlight nearby. Then there's an annoying thing with light bleed, but only with certain keys. My 5, 9, F4 and F8 keys seem to be a mix of the 2 colours of the zones next to them. One zone might be red while the other is blue, and the 5, 9, F4 and F8 keys will be a pale purple. It's tolerable, but it doesn't look great. The last section for this keyboard is the software. Logitech's gaming software is the standard situation with most of their gaming keyboards. You have control of the lighting on a per program basis, so one game might set the color to one profile while another uses a different one. It's a nice level of customization. The software also allows you to configure any of the function keys as custom macros to perform a variety of tasks. This is also on a per program basis. Then you have the game mode menu where you set the buttons you don't want to be active when you press the game mode button. The final function of the software is showing you how many times you press a key while the program is recording. Completely pointless but cool nonetheless. The Logitech G213 Prodigy is a great keyboard for the budget. It provides many features available in higher end products without cutting too many corners. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, see you all next time.